Oilers head coach Dave Tippett said of his netminder this morning, plain and simple, he now looks like an NHL goaltender. And if you have any doubts about that, take a look at the game footage in game number 4 of his NHL career, his fourth start, I should say, as he picks up win number 2 in the NHL thanks to a 45-save performance here on Thursday night at Rogers Place as Stewart Skinner leads the Oilers to a 2-1 shootout victory over the Winnipeg Jets, as Captain Connor McDavid also providing us with another highlight reel goal, a goal of the year candidate to send this game into extra hockey, where the Oilers penalty kill did a tremendous job of killing off 3 minutes and 10 seconds in the overtime period, ultimately sending this to a shootout where Kyle Turris buries the winner. 2-1 is the final from Rogers Place. Welcome to the Oilers TV live post-game show. I'm your host, Tony Barr. Thanks so much for making us a part of your evening. We're going to get some live post-game reaction from a pair of Oilers players and also Oilers head coach Dave Tippett in just a few moments. Stay tuned.
Cody, let's start here. You got a young goalie, a rookie goalie, and just goes toe-to-toe with the Vezina Trophy winner. Give me your thoughts on Stewart's play.
Yeah, I thought he played awesome for us tonight and every other game that he's played for us so far this season. We played a little loose in front of him in other games, and he shut the door. He's been playing well all season, but tonight we played a little tighter for him, and he got the win. So I'm happy for him.
And Kyle, 2 for 2 for you in the shootouts as big goals. You talked earlier how regardless of how you contribute, it feels good to contribute like that. Tell me what you're thinking on that move, what you saw.
I watched Leon and Connor come in, and when Connor went wide, the blocker side opened up for him, and I thought if I could go wide and cut across and kind of bring it to my forehand, hopefully he'd kind of stay on the near post and I could beat him to the far side.
Hey, Cody, over here, left side. When you get a sense that you have a young goalie who's got it going on like that, what does it do just to the mood of the team and atmosphere on the bench when you see a guy in a groove like that?
Yeah, I thought we battled hard for him tonight. No matter who was in nets, we as a group talked about playing a little tighter, coming out a little stronger to begin the game. So, yeah, I thought we did a good job of that tonight in front of him, and he made some big saves. So I'm happy for him. He played great.
And this is a Winnipeg team that had given you guys some problems. I know you weren't here last year for it, but they had your number for a bit. More than maybe 2 points, just the fact that you got over on this team, does that have a nice psychological impact?
Yeah, I thought our response was really good. It was nice that we got to play them again so soon. That one stung a bit in Winnipeg going down 4. So I thought we did a great job responding, and it says a lot about our team.
Cody, what's in overtime 4-on-3? That's a lot more difficult to defend than a 5-on-4, I presume. What's it like as a defenseman?
Yeah, it is. I mean, you got to be prepared to give up some one-timers a little bit and just battle in front of the net. Stewie made some big saves for us, and we really wanted that game for him. So, yeah, we battled hard. We got through the 4-minute penalty.
Kyle, this is the second shootout where you came out with the winner. You said you take a lot of pride in the shootout. You do your homework, and it comes through once again. What's it mean to you to have that vote of confidence from your head coach to go in a pivotal moment?
Yeah, it means a lot. I mean, like the earlier question, I just try to chip in where I can and contribute, and everybody has a role on the team, and I'm just trying to help out. So yeah, to have the vote of confidence to shoot third tonight, and like you said, I work with Schwartzy, the goalie coach, and we talk about shootouts often and work on them quite a bit and watch video before every game. So it's something I'm definitely taking serious and take pride in.
Cody, I talked to you during the road trip about adversity in Boston. You guys were coming off a 2-3 road trip. What do you think a big home win like this can do for your club?
I think it just gets us back on track. It was a long trip. It was a tough trip with a back-to-back in the middle, a lot of travel. So just coming home, I think everyone was excited to be back, and we tightened it back up tonight.
Kyle, you're an offensive player. Does you ever talk to your goalie who's a rookie in the league and say, okay, these are what the big shooters on the Jets like to do, Scheifele, Connor? Do you ever say to them, this is their move?
No, I mean, they do their own pre-scout on the other team's shooters for shootouts, so I kind of leave that to him. But this summer, Stu was here all summer, and I was here all summer, and we worked a lot on shootouts together. Like C said, he's been playing phenomenal, and he did real well tonight, so it was a lot of fun to see him get the win in the shootout.
Cody, for you, sometimes, an assist is just as important as a goal. Can you talk about what a great assist that was on that average goal by McDavid?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of just went D to D up to the middle, and he did the rest. But he's a phenomenal player. He can take over a game when he has to. He scores those big goals and finds a way through the other team. So, I mean, it's fun to get a chance to play with a guy with that much talent.
I just kind of want Kyle over here. Just wanted to kind of piggyback off that question. As a guy, former high draft pick, an offensive guy. What did you think of Connor's goal, and how did it maybe compare to the one he scored against the Rangers a couple weeks ago?
It's surreal, right? Like it's the NHL. Everybody's a good player. I mean, you don't see that happen where he's so fast and so quick at his movements. And I mean, for him to pull things off like that in key clutch times, that's what makes him the best in the world. So it's a lot of fun to watch, and you know, it's always a possibility. So you're surprised, but you're also not surprised because we see it every day at practice too.
You kind of alluded to it. I was going to ask, just because both of those goals tied the game. So these aren't, empty calorie goals. They're at important times. What does it take for a player to kind of have the gall to try that at a very important point in the game?
Yeah, he has a sense for when he can do it and when not to do it, and I think that's something that kind of, as you mature as a player and kind of grow, you figure out those times when to do it and when not. And I mean, both those times it was, he was the only one in that position on the ice. He was in the middle of the ice and picking up speed, and the other team was kind of coming at him, and it was a situation where we had guys back and he could wheel and deal. So it was I mean, the rest is magic.
Sorry, one more, Cody. You're a veteran NHL defenseman. You played against Connor McDavid in the past. What can you say about his willingness to challenge defenders and really close the coverage himself in order to challenge those defenders?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of a kind. His speed is unmatched, so it kind of puts you on your heels, and you almost have to play off him a little bit. If you get too tight, he can dance you, get through your stick, and before you know it, he's around you. So. I haven't really seen much like it. One-on-one, his percentage must be pretty high of getting by guys, and that's pretty crazy to say.
Thanks, guys.
I think that was your parents' first time to watch you live in a building. Do you always play better when mom and dad are there?
Apparently. No, it was awesome that they came. I mean, felt really good out there, and I'm just happy that my, a few of my siblings and my parents and my wife got to be here.
Zach, it seems whenever you're at the podium, you're with a fan favorite, but can you talk about just the performance of Stewart and the key saves at key times?
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't be a fan of Student Night? It was obviously an incredible performance and just timely saves throughout the game, and huge shootout win also. So they had some good players there, and he was able to shut them down.
Stewart, what was that whole experience like for you? A 1-0 Connor Hellebuyck at the other end of the ice, or 1-1 Connor Hellebuyck at the end of the ice. People chanting your name here, getting the win.
Yeah, I mean, it was an exciting game. I mean, it was a hard-fought battle all night between both teams. It was just a hard-fought win. I think it was huge being able to get that goal to tie it up, and then the kill in overtime, I think, really got us momentum going into the shootout, and we were able to capitalize, and it's huge that we got the win.
Were you just, feeling it all day, or did something happen early where you got in the groove, or just how did you settle in like that?
No, I've been preparing for this for a long time, and I'm just happy that we were able to, it was just, I think the whole team played a fantastic game. We were really good defensively, and it was a good game.
Stewart, I had an opportunity to talk to you when you made your first AHL playoff start, and you talked about being notified on the bus and how much it meant to you, and all you could do is stare out the window on the bus. In terms of tonight, where does that rank for you?
Pretty high. It was, just being able to hear all these fans right now, it was hard to hear you there. So it was, I'm super grateful for this moment.
And Zach, just as a team, just as a collective, recognizing how big of a moment this is for your goaltender, turning aside 45 shots, his second career National Hockey League win, what does that do for the club in order for a young goaltender to step up the way he did and get you guys a win tonight?
Yeah, it was massive. I think it started in Winnipeg. He gave us a chance to win that game. He was solid in the third there, and then obviously carried it over into tonight. So, ton of confidence in him, and you know, we should have confidence in him. He's a great goalie and played great tonight, and gave us a chance to win the whole way through. And you have to win games like that. So it was a good test for us. Tight game, 1-1 game, and you know, got it done in the shootout.
Zach, can you talk about the penalty kill overall tonight? Just obviously in overtime was massive. It's 4-on-3. It's a little bit different, but the whole game is just, and the whole season really, and it doesn't matter. It seems to be who's in there. 3 different goalies. Nothing's changed. Just the attention to detail and the cohesiveness from your penalty kill. What was working tonight?
Yeah, it starts with the goalie. Obviously, he's got to be your best penalty killer, and Stu was that tonight, obviously. And I think for our penalty kill, we just, you know, try to work as a unit, try to be aggressive when the opportunity presents itself, but you know, stay to our strategy, our plan, our system, and I think that we've been, you know, really successful at it, and it's a huge part of the game, obviously.
Zach, what happened to you in the corner there where you were down on your knees there for about 30 seconds?
Yeah, I hope it wasn't 30 seconds, but
okay, 15.
No, I mean, I got tied up with a guy, and I thought it was a penalty, but it was obviously a battle, and just lost my win there for a second, but all good.
What goal was better, this one by Connor or the one against the Rangers?
This one was 1-on-2. The Rangers one was 1-on-4, so probably
A better goal he scored on tonight, though.
I mean, it's yeah, you know what? It doesn't matter. Like, he scores big goals in big times in the game, and you know, takes the game into his own hands. So not many people can do that, and I mean, it's great to score crazy goals like that, but I think it's more impressive to score them in the timely manner that he's been doing it to give our team a chance to win. And late in the game, when they go up by 1, you know, give us a chance. So special player, obviously.
Stewart, this might be an odd time to ask this question, but you wore 74 in junior. You were 50 last year for your first NHL game. Went back to 74. Why 74?
Growing up, I have 3 brothers, and my first brother that was born, he's always been number 71. And my next brother was 72. My next brother was 73. So I just had to decide between 70 and 74, and went with 74.
All right, nice and simple. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Obviously, a young goaltender making his 4th career NHL start, 45 saves. What does it mean to the club and to the group to have a young guy deliver a result the way he did tonight?
Well, I mean, he's well liked in our room. He's worked hard, and we talked about it before. He looks like an NHL goaltender, and plays like an NHL goaltender. And tonight was a real good challenge for him. You know, coming off a tough game in Winnipeg the other night, we needed a good performance from the goaltender, and he stepped up, and not just good, he was really good. You know, right through the shootout. So good for him. He's worked hard, and he's waited for his break to get in there, and tonight was he jumped in there and did a heck of a job for us.
Another big goal from your captain. Can you talk about McDavid's willingness to challenge defenders? Because usually the defenders are the ones that close the gaps, but it seems like he's the one that closed the gaps on them.
Well, he can make something out of nothing, you know, and he's going through there, and he's coming with such speed, and his agility is unbelievable. So he's just hard to defend, and if he can get a step on a guy, he can get himself free, and that's what he did tonight.
You talk about your penalty kill tonight, especially in the overtime, and how big that was.
The whole game, it was really good, especially when we're missing. We're missing a lot of key guys on that from last year. So it's our guys have jumped in there and done a real nice job. And the 4-on-3, obviously, that's you get a 4-minuter on kind of an unfortunate penalty that Leon and Nuge and the defenseman did a heck of a job for it, and Skinner.
Dave, Connor Hellebuck said it kind of had a playoff vibe to it. Lots of good plays both ways. For the longest time, it was a 0-0 game, despite a lot of good chances. What did you think of how your team played both offensively and defensively?
I thought it was a tight, hard checking game, and that's the kind of game we needed. We've been trying to challenge our team about trying to defend a little better, some situations where we got to get harder, and I thought there was intensity, there was a willingness to compete hard, and there's still some mistakes. There's mistakes in every game. There's some hiccups with the puck that you'd like to take out. But that being said, we competed hard, and when we made a mistake, the goaltender cleaned up the mess for us. So it's a good step in the right direction to get our goals against down.
You talked that you felt today that your team would have more jump, and they definitely did. You got 4 lines going early in the game. Can you just talk about maybe the importance of all lines to kind of bring some energy regardless of the minutes?
Well, the 4th line, they're not getting many minutes, but they got to bring energy. They got to bring some energy, and Winnipeg's a little bit like we are. The 4th line doesn't get a lot of time, so when they do, they got to make sure that they're contributing a little bit. Now, that being said, young Benny was a little too aggressive a couple times there in the offensive zone. Fortunately, our penalty killing bailed him out, but we need it depends on how many power plays and penalty kills there are in the game, but those guys become valuable to get some minutes for us so you're not overplaying other guys.
Benson's a player who, growing up was always a skilled guy. He's really tried to bring an energy element to his game. So when you see those, would you rather have to kind of tame a stallion than whip a donkey kind of thing? And so you'd rather have him, you don't want those over aggressive penalties, but you'd rather have that than a guy not being engaged?
Fine line between being over aggressive or being aggressive and taking poor penalties. And he didn't walk that line very well tonight, but we like his energy. He's willing to compete. He's kind of got an irritating tone to his game, which is good. I like that. But that being said, that tone can't, especially in a tight 0-0 game, those are lessons that I guarantee he'll think a lot about those penalties tonight, looking at the ceiling.
Dave, is Turris your designated shootout guy? Because he only played 550, and yet he scored earlier in the season on a shootout.
He knows what he's doing on the shootout, has for a long time, so he's well versed on what he's going to do and what the other goaltender is going to do, and so he's call it bullpen, whatever you want to call it. He's ready for that moment in the game.
So it doesn't matter how long he's sitting?
No.
Thank you.
Now, Dave, Slater Cuckoo left once and then came back and played less than 4 minutes. Is he banged up at all?
Yeah, lower body injury. Day to day, we'll see where he's at tomorrow.
Dave, just over here, I just wonder, with a guy like Skinner, he's gotten 3 starts now in the last 5 or 6. Is this time to give him a little bit more of a rope and see what he can do?
Well, yeah, when he plays that well, he's earning more starts, and that's what he's a young player trying to establish himself in the league. Schmidt's going to be out for a little while. It's a great opportunity for him.
And I just wonder, we talked a little bit about Connor and his ability to kind of rise up at the right time. Have you ever seen somebody kind of do that on a consistent basis like him? Anyone else, rather?
Well, he's a pretty special player. I mean, there's you can put him in a handful of the guys in the league that are dominant like that. I was fortunate to play a year with Mario Lemieux, and you saw some things like that out of him. But he's a special player. He can make something out of nothing, and the thing that makes it is unbelievable is the timing at which he does it. I mean, 2 of those highlight goals this year are ultimately important goals, and That's just what he does. But I thought our whole team, like Draisaitl didn't get a point tonight. That could be the best game he's played all year. Just hard, simple game and real competitive. So we were better in that, and that's what we've been looking for our team. So hopefully we can back it up with another game like that. All right.
And Nugent-Hopkins recovers it. Back to the point. Here's Ceci. He'll shoot it. Save Hellebuck. Rebound. Nugent-Hopkins. Oh, here's robbed by Hellebuck. And the puck in the right corner. Dubois gets it up the boards. Can't get it out. Yamamoto to Draisaitl. Going to the net. The shot. The save by Hellebuck with the right pad. Then he comes into the Jets' end. Stops up just in over the blue line. Now to Ceci. Goes to the net. The shot. The save made by Hellebuck as Ceci had it wedged off the puck by Pionk. Puck given away. Here's Puljujarvi and a glove save by Hellebuck.
A rare giveaway. Brendan Dillon on the forecheck. The Oilers forecheck puked one up.
Barry will get it up the left wing. He'll give it to Fogle, in over the Jet line, now to McLeod, to Fogle, and the save made by Hellebuck. Blue line's taken away by Lowry. Kopp's going to join him, Lowry in on the right, over to Kopp, oh, what a save by Skinner!
That might have been Stewart Skinner's best save as a pro. I mean, at the NHL level, that was tremendous, but the Oilers...
Getting it out was Lowry. He'll give it to Connor out of the penalty box. He'll shoot it. Save made by Skinner, and he covers it up. It's on the right wing, now to Svechnikov. He'll get it out, give it to Harkins, in over the line. He'll shoot it, and the save made by Skinner. He's in behind the net to Nugent-Hopkins on the left wing. To Yamamoto, to Nugent-Hopkins. The shot off the outside of the post. Get a shot away, puck in the slot. Stanley over to Connor. He'll let it go, pad save, rebound. Oh, what a save by Skinner! And out comes Nugent-Hopkins to Draisaitl, in over the line. The shot off the shoulder of Hellebuck. Now out to Barry. His shot off. Blocker saved by Hellebuck. Long pass up to Draisaitl from Barry. He'll get it to the middle. Puljujarvi. Oh, the blocker stopped by Hellebuck. Schmidt over to Kyle Connor, into the Oiler end, drops it to Scheifele, now to Ehlers, shot, scores! Nikolai Ehlers, one-timer that thing, high to the glove side on Skinner, and it is 1-0 Winnipeg.
Great play by Mark Scheifele as he bought a little bit of time and space on a drop and delay, and Ehlers went high to the glove side on Stewart Skinner. Connor to Scheifele. Ehlers followed up and wired one home, and I don't think Stewart Skinner saw the puck. It was Tyson Barrie, the screen there. It might have been Ryan Nugent-Hopkins.
Here's Duncan Keith over to Cody Ceci. Now to Connor McDavid, cuts in over the line through the middle, makes a move. He'll go to the net, scores! Connor McDavid, what a goal! And this game is tied at 1.
Add that one to the litany of brilliant individual efforts. McDavid, he walks right around Logan Stanley and lifts one up and over Connor Hellebuck. An absolute highlight reel goal. That is a thing of beauty.
Points in 16 straight now for Connor McDavid as he gets his 11th of the year. 14:25 time of that goal. It worked. Puck back to the point, 3 seconds to go. Over to Connor on the right wing. He'll let it go, misses short side. It goes out of play. And we will head to extra time, and the Oilers will still be shorthanded for 3:17. Stick and getting it out. Here's Draisaitl with Nurse, 2-on-1. And over the line, Draisaitl to Nurse. The shot, saved by Hellebuck. Dish to the middle, Bouchard in over the line. Last minute now to Hyman. Hyman to McDavid to Hyman, and shot off a stick. Puck in the right corner. Comes in, slows up, forehand, and the pad save. Left-handed shot, right down the middle, will go backhand glove save made by Skinner. David pulls over to the right, now comes off the boards, gets to the middle, shoots, scores! Quick shot to the stick side to get right down the middle, now goes over to the right. Now slows right up, shoots, pad save made by Skinner. And the Oilers... Turris picks it up, also goes way to the right. Now comes off the boards, will wait, shoots, scores! Kyle Turris ends it in a shootout! victory. He was outstanding tonight here at Rogers Place, and the Edmonton Oilers will win it 2-1 in a shootout.
How about Dave Tippett calling the hunch? Stewart Skinner tonight steals the game for the Edmonton Oilers. There's really no other way to say it.